Welcome back, everyone. Right, let's get this underway. I'll make sure to edit out any stuff if I'm not filling in time with lore and information. Alright, so we waited 16 days. Here we are. Our prognostic acquires detected a presence of 3 new eruptions of bloom activity across the sector. We've informed Titan and must act on these incursions to the best of our ability.
Commander, our prognosticators have detected this. I have identified from here. You can see some details for this mission.
So if we were to do this
including the
mission,
resources that Titan's armory will make available to us if we are successful.
Exactly. Okay, so mission rewards, we get 1 Grimoire, which I don't actually know what you use those for. Tells you about the corruption that's currently there, so it's at 0. If we were to ignore this, it would go up by 1. Armory access is something that we'll figure out shortly, but basically you can use resources that you get, requisitions, to unlock armory access. So at the moment all 5 are locked, but if we were to unlock all 5, we'd have tier 1 armory, etc, etc, so it carries on, and as you do missions you do more. So I like to stay in the center of the system so that we can make it to more than 1. But it looks like we're not going to be able to make it to more than 1. But we'll go here, prevent it from going up to the next tier. Maybe we'll make it to the other one. Oh, it's done. New project. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. And then we're going to go and do this one next. I don't actually know what it does, but that's okay. Alright, back to the map. Let's keep going. So we might be able to make it over to the other one, but I doubt it. It's pretty far. We'll still try. It's 2 missions. It's better than 1 per event. Get a lot more experience. And yeah. Alright, so kill all enemies, and we're going to get 10 servitors. So that's exactly what we want at the moment. Taking out the same team: Cole, Eli, Hiram, and Kevin. And they're all Techios. Alright, let's go.
Why have you led us here, Inquisitor? There is no sign of strife on the comms.
Look more carefully, Knight. The codes used are old, but they are a mark of an active plague cult. Of that, I have no doubt.
If that is true, my brothers will make short work of them.
Yeah, we will. Right, I'll bring you back when we find some combat. Alright, I think here they come.
Crush the Imperial lapdogs!
Ooh, that's a lot of targets.
Overwatch!
Techios, unleash me.
Here's my flame. Is he gonna be close enough? I think we need to get rid of this guy first.
Praise the Emperor.
Let's use our first ability of the mission. So this guy can teleport. That's one of his awesome abilities. And he can lamp this full. So whenever you use your force, your psycho abilities, psychic melee damage, it actually increases the bloom percentage that it will increase by 5%. But I'm relatively confident we can kill this guy in 2 attacks. Yep, cool. So he's dealt with. Now we need to
I am here. Your command.
Holy Fire.
Advancing.
Oh, look at that. You just love it. Yo, Eli.
You have been judged.
Almost
Power. Comms off. Ready for battle.
Ooh, we can stun him or we can get rid of his weapon. Cut off his arm. That would leave me with 1 shot left. should be enough. We can actually get closer.
Eyes open. Death to the enemy.
There you go. And now combat's done. Everyone will reload, get all their action points back, and carry on. So we could actually throw this. No, it doesn't throw far enough. That's okay though. It would be a good idea to get down there. See if we can activate them. See if we can get any of them to run onto this bridge.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Hello.
Gods preserve us!
So these guys have a grenade launcher and they like to lob it and kind of get your people out of cover. It's an
Here's a
interesting
good
Overwatch.
spot.
These heretics will suffer the ultimate punishment.
Yes, they will. Is this one Hiram? I feel like this one should be Hiram. Oops. No, this is
On
Kevin.
the hunt.
That should hopefully kill 2 of them. We'll see. Yep. Oh, goodness.
We
Okay.
slay the dark.
That guy on fire? Yeah, he's on fire. So he's dead as well. Is this the grenade launcher guy? It is. So he has this time bomb ability, which is a pain in the butt. This one's also a bit of a pain. It does 0 damage, it just affects their AP. Okay. That's a lot of fire. We like fire. You can't hit anyone there, so we will just leave you Aegis down here. Keep them safe. If you were to throw this, can you throw it far enough to hit anyone? You can. Let's try that. Let's see what happens.
Taking position.
I think it should knock him off, because it's quite explosive. No, into the fire. That's just as good. Is he in the fire? Oh, you lucky bugger. Okay. So if we teleport, we can lob a grenade. Do have to worry about retaliation, because they have guns. This guy's got an assault rifle, which can shoot 8 range. He must be able to shoot as well, though. What's his main attack? Interesting. I'm guessing he has 8 range. This guy's... he's in trouble. Oh, okay. So he's got a very dangerous ability. This suppressive fire one. If I move within it, I take 6 damage, which is currently half of our health. Which is far too much for us to be risking. So we're not going to be doing this. Let's switch
What
over.
is your will?
Bring our Cogator over.
As you command.
Alright, we'll take the hard cover here. It's better than nothing. I don't like staying on bridges. The enemy tend to blow them up and then
Die,
that's
die,
it.
die!
They're buggered. Okay, so he's got less
Barely a
movement.
scratch.
And he has a time bomb on there too. That guy should die.
Stay down.
The burn damage will hit him shortly. And he'll die. Yep. And so did he.
To the knights of Titan.
Alright, 1 enemy left. That's easy.
Here, Techios. Your orders?
You, sir, you need to move. Can you shoot him from there? You can.
At once.
Not enough to kill him. We could use Psychic. It will cause the bloom. The bloom's going to happen anyway.
Opening fire.
All enemies have been
Done.
cleansed.
That's
Good
it, we're
work,
clear.
Commander.
So I'm learning as I play. You can probably tell by how I'm articulating every decision I make. Ooh, that guy's not looking so hot. So crazy thing about Nurgle is that they have what's essentially their sound that they make it will invade your heart and corrupt you, and you'll become a Nurgle follower just by hearing it. So it mostly only affects normal people and and the usual troopers. But yeah, it's pretty cool ability to have music that you naturally produce that corrupts people. Alright, let's have a look at these abilities here. So who's this? This is the Perpetor, so this is Eli. Be cool to give him more ammo if we could. So there's a chance to reload automatically once per mission. I'll bring you back when I made some decisions here. Alright, I've decided on increasing his critical damage by 2, and his weapon gains 1 more ammo. Yes, 1 more ammo is just pretty ridiculous for a flamethrower. Although I don't believe his flamethrower is capable of critting, but I'll have to confirm that. Alright, next up is, okay, this one's a pretty easy one. This is a really cool ability called Teleport Strike. You basically teleport amongst as many enemies within a certain radius as you can, and you hit them all for a bit of damage, and you can increase the damage as well. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so that's what you want, warp charge. So you had to pay for it, but that's also another good one. You can kill a lot of chaff with that ability. Chaff can get dangerous because it overruns you. Last but not least, this is our healer. Maybe we make him an absolute unit, put him inside some Terminator armor, then you guys can see what Terminator armor looks like. I'm going to do that. I'm also going to give him, yeah, that ability. Make it once a bit slower. Hobbled and ignores cover, so affected target loses 2 movement speed, so it's good if you can charge down by lots of chaff. You can blast one of those in there and then they can't reach you anymore. Alright, let's go. Alright, is it forcing me to just wait a bit longer? I think it is. Oh, can we reach? Doesn't look like we can reach any of them, but you never know until you try. That's how it generally works. 4 days, cannot reach. Let's go. 4 days is not enough time, but we may as well start moving anyway. That's why I like to get the warp drive upgrade as quick as possible. It gives you 20% more speed as you move across the map. Eventually it goes up quite substantially, so you can reach everything. Yeah, we're not going to make it.
We cannot afford to sit on our hands while the bloom spreads unchallenged.
Uh-huh.
Commander.
What's up? Oh, I didn't read it. Had to read it in editing. You guys can read that one. Alright, we just have to wait.
This poxwalker was one of the Imperial faithful, afflicted with a strain of mutagenic virus. There is no doubt we are dealing with the work of the plague god Nurgle. This must be the bloom whispered of in those astropathic fragments. Within the carcass, I found a germ of some ancient power corrupted with a foul psychic resonance. This seed is used to spread the virus. Of that I am certain, but it arrived to me damaged, and there is little else I can learn from it. In order to study how we might fight this plague, I must acquire one of these seeds completely intact. I can instruct your brothers on how to extract these specimens properly. Please ensure they pay attention. The Emperor loathes indolence.
Papa
Let's not
Nurgle is my
disappoint him.
favorite Chaos God. He's really interesting. He actually loves all of his followers, every single one, which is like one of the big pulls towards him.
This is Inquisitor Cartha Vakir
Hello.
of the Ordo Malleus. I am alumnus of Evixia Danica. Access code Clarion Magenta 111721. I require immediate response from Titan.
This is Grandmaster Vardan Kai responding, Inquisitor. This act borders on heresy. The screams of the astropaths you burned already reverberate through the warp. It is fortunate for you that I am prosecuting a campaign in the nearby Chimera system. I suggest you explain yourself, and quickly.
Grandmaster, I have commandeered the baleful edict. We face...
You have seized a Grey Knight strike cruiser.
As is my right, I have foreseen dire omens for this sector. Already Nurgle's poxwalkers roam free.
Oh, indeed. I'm surprised an agent of your pedigree is not equipped to deal with such lesser threats of chaos. Agravain, perhaps you can clear up this nonsense for me.
My lord, he fell in battle during our last campaign against the Cadium cult. We had been returning to Titan for repairs when this Inquisitor intervened.
Ah, Brother Ektar, that is sorry news. I trust then that you have appointed one of our brothers to act in his stead. Well, speak up then, Commander. What say you to this Inquisitor's story?
I think we should speak about the Bloom Seed. Yeah.
Intriguing. However, the galaxy is full of unsolved
They
mysteries.
built a whole game around it.
I
It
am
must be
confident
important.
These poxwalkers are the symptom of a much greater cancer. I only need a little time to conduct further research.
Very well. I am not in the habit of second-guessing those under my command, that is, until given a good reason. I will leave the baleful edict in your care.
You have my thanks, Grandmaster, but there is yet another reason I desired to speak with you. As steward of the Armory of Titan, I had hoped you could release further assistance.
Don't thank me yet. I will give you 60 Tertean solar days to prove this threat warrants the deployment of an entire strike force. Battle-worn as it is, Strike Force Xiphos could be put to good use in several campaigns across the galaxy. Any further requisition from my arsenal will have to be earned.
But I... Typical.
After each Grand Master's report, you can spend your requisition to unlock and upgrade armor slots.
Okay. Right, so this was what I was talking about earlier.
The resource slot gives you access to
let's
them.
unlock
You can only
knights.
unlock or upgrade each slot once per report. Slot upgrades increase your chance of accessing more
More
and
gear,
better equipment
grenades, stuff like
and
that.
resources.
And we can only afford 3, unfortunately. We're at 1 off affording 1 more. Yeah, let's go with armor. Okay, done. Start new research. So we have multiple choices now. We can learn Psychic Attunement, which reduces corruption by 2 in a system. You send a prognosticar to detect it, and it reduces it. We'll save that. We need a gene seed. We need a pox seed to do this one. It'll gain us a single requisition, but it also unlocks further research. And this one, which is what we're going to go for, is the ability to unlock the stratagem system and the Quicksilver unlock. So it's just additional buffs that you can get. I'll show you when we unlock it. Shouldn't take too long, 20 days, I reckon. Let's see what she has to say.
We both have work to do. What do you need?
So this plague is spreading through these seeds.
It is not so simple.
The seeds from the sample we collected was destroyed.
I need the seeds intact for further study. If we must.
This isn't your first encounter with Warp Spawn.
The Grey Knights and Inquisition have worked together since the earliest days of our orders.
We are equals in this endeavor then?
We each have our own role to play as partners. Yes, partners in my mission.
Can I trust you with the lives of
Know
my
that
brothers?
I will not sacrifice your men unless the need is great. If we must. Yes, you've taken enough of my time.
You have taken enough of my time. Did I finish that upgrade that I was going for? I think I did. Okay, so it was the warp drive. That was... Right. Okay. So that's how we increase our speed. So we will work on that once we finish this last one here. I don't think we need more knights at the moment, so that's fine. Alright, let's see if Lunette has anything to say.
Commander, let us be efficient.
At last, we can dispose of the poxwort
Unclean
corpse.
organic thing fouling my ship. Affirmative.
What is the status of our construction efforts?
Repairs are progressing, Commander. Servitors and components have been allocated. Praise the Omnissiah.
So he says that whole one.
The
That's all.
interaction is over.
Yes, it is.
Come, let us talk over what troubles you, brother.
What do you make of the Grand Master Kai's reaction to our Inquisitor?
Besides a clear violation of communication protocol, you mean?
And what of the seed she's discovered?
Arcane talismans as catalysts for corruption are scarcely a novelty to us Knights of Titan.
You don't think this exercise is worthwhile?
The Grand Master will weigh our value to this campaign.
I like how he did a little salute there. If this venture is insignificant, why requisition our strike force?
Perhaps there's some piece to this puzzle we do not yet see.
Perhaps.
Certainly.
Dominus Lunette seems off-kilter.
All tech priests are eccentric in their own way.
You doubt her?
There is no being I trust more to look after the baleful edict.
Yeah, fair enough. She didn't care about the people, though. You consider her unreliable?
Her competence is beyond question.
Okay. The Supreme Grand Master. Would that not make her...
Ancient, yes, assuredly.
She is very
By
old.
all means,
They
I
will,
hope that aids you, brother.
Especially if they're looking after a ship. Already did it. Didn't I? Yeah, it's in progress. Okay, cool. Alright. So we've got 4 that currently have 1 tick, but that's okay. It's when they start getting up to 5 that it gets a bit concerning. I don't know what happens if it goes past 5. I don't know if you lose it forever. That would make sense to me. But let's advance to the next thing that happens, and then I will bring you... I'll end the season, episode there. Season. Not quite. This will not be a seasonal thing. The prognosticar is functional once again. Cool. Right, we have 9 servitors left. What's this do? Okay, I think these are the ones that reduce threat in a region. Let's have a look. Let's get the speed. I like the speed. Speed is helpful. Now we've only got 3 servitors left, so next mission we look at, hopefully it will be...
We have restored functionality to the Augurium and should review our prognostica choir. When prognosticas are attuned to a system, they will extend the mission timer in all adjacent systems.
Okay, so if I put it here, it'll do both of those. So that's 3. I think 3 is the most you can get. They're all connected to it. Oh no, it's got 4. Right, I will leave this. Maybe I will decide. I'm not going to leave it yet. If I go here, that's 4 covered. If I go here, it'll at least get rid of those 2 immediately. It's still 4. That's 5. That's a lot of efficiency for a single one, as opposed to that, which is a lot less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as well. But you know, these are actually in effect, so... And they're really far out. It's good to have +3 to the deadline. Let's attune it here. Yep. Oh, okay, so you only get the buffs for the other ones, but that's okay. Cool, gives us more time to get there. Alright, let's advance. New bloom activity. Wonderful. Alright. Cool. We're going to be doing this. Let's have a look what our options are. Grimoires. Which I still don't know what they're for. Probably research. Requisition. That'd be a good one. And over here will be our servitors. But that's way too far away, unfortunately. But we can do that, and we can do that. I would say. Oh. Yeah, we'll be able to get to both. Maybe not. We'll go to this one first, and then we'll see if we can get to both. Alright, well thank you for joining me. We're going to be bumbling through this. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm sure I'll pick it up pretty quickly though, I'm not too worried. Oh, before we go, I should mention, Glorious Deeds. So these give you additional rewards. So you get more acquisitions for at the end. So when we finish this mission, we'll have access to all 3 of these, and they all cost 1 each to unlock. So if we were to do it without receiving any critical injuries, you have to opt in. If you don't opt in, then there's no risk. If you opt in and you fail, you actually lose one of them. So there's a deduction. It can be more than 1 too. So we're going to get 3 for this mission if we do it without critical injuries, which is a good one to go for, because if you're getting critical injuries, you're doing something really wrong and you're in trouble. It can happen, but we'll see. I'll see you in the next one anyway. Sorry for mumbling on there. Hope it's not too incoherent. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. Catch you later. Bye.
For their crimes, they will pay with most holy sacrifice. For the grandfather's truths cannot be denied.